PR Connections Radio presents. This podcast is brought to you by LifeWave. Ready to elevate your wellness game? Meet X39 from LifeWave.com. This game-changing patch uses phototherapy to stimulate your skin, enhancing strength and stamina by channeling your body's innate energy. Simply apply it to harness infrared heat, naturally boosting your vitality. Want to learn more? Visit www.lifewave.com/Verner Dixon and step into a healthier, more active lifestyle today.
Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, depending on where you're hearing this message from. I'd like to welcome you to my podcast today and hope all of you are having an absolutely fabulous day as well, and that you're not suffering from the heat as it is here in Las Vegas. I guess it's heat every place, to storms and tornadoes and fires and that kind of thing. But anyway, we're here today, and hopefully you're with me today and got your family and relatives ready to go. What I'd like to talk about today is, as you know or may not know, depending on who's on here, my presentations are about health and wealth. Health being products and services that either I used or see some benefit in there for other folks. And then I have someone come on, we interview that person about the other products. But I have LifeWave as my primary product. And then the other is opportunities to earn some income, considering if you got a medical problem and you need to add some funds to that issue because your insurance is not covered, and some of the other things, you don't have the funds to do it. And I want to extend that portion a little bit more today by specifically talking about three areas that I am involved in. Now, I'll let you know that based on some of the presentations that I made, I seem like I have a lot of things on my plate, which I do. And I've had those things on my plate coming on one at a time over the years. And so now some of them seem to be coming together in terms of the reason that I joined the companies for generating revenue, generating a lifestyle change, vacations, and those kinds of things. And so with that in mind, some of those other things that I guess based on all of the projects that I'm running, obviously it can be overwhelming. AI helps with that on some level, but there's still activities that have to be done in terms of some of the offerings that I have. And I'll be talking today about a fairly new offering. One is the Tarriff Refunds, and we'll talk about that, the first one. And then I'll also talk to you about an insurance product that I also sell, and then Legal Shield. I've been in Legal Shield for 14 years. 10 years. I've been in Legal Shield for a little over 10 years, I guess. And so I'm at what they call a director level and earning income all of those years. Organization has been up and down, but that's okay. Down now because of some other things that I'm doing. But I want to talk to you about it because if you're out there looking for an opportunity to earn some extra income, these are income opportunities that you do some of the work, but the companies do most of the work for you. And that's what makes it nice, as being a way to earn income and not have to pull your hair out. Not that I've done that. In terms of the activity, the responsibility, and the processes that you have to go through to make that sale. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and start and talk about the tariff ones. Now, if you've been anywhere in the world, if you've been awake and not asleep for the last year or so, you know that there are companies that have been relegated to pay tariffs, extra tariffs, based on the large percentages that have come out. What's interesting about that is that I still see promotions or information where people are being asked about the tariffs, and they say, well, the tariffs are paid by the company, or the tariffs are paid by the country, those kinds of things. And then they ask, well, how do you participate in the tariffs? And they think, well, we don't, because the companies take care of the tariffs. Okay, so they take care of the tariffs. That's awesome. But they take those tariff increases in their organizations and pass it on to you as a consumer. And some of the people still have a hard time with that. But let me tell you, it is passed on to you as a consumer. So if you're buying anything, and as I'm going through the research and working with the company that I have been working with for a while in doing this, there are organizations, and I'll run through some areas where you can get some business as an example. High target industries as an example, verticals that consistently qualify, like apparel and fashion brands, consumer electronics, home goods and furniture, toys, games, and juvenile products, auto parts and aftermarket accessories, industrial supplies, machinery, e-commerce brands, medical and health products, beauty, cosmetics, and personal care, promotional products and packaging, sporting goods and outdoor products. Oh my God. Pet products, hardware, construction, building products, food, equipment, restaurant supplies, distributors and wholesalers. So, so if you're living, if you're buying gas, if you're eating food, if you're wearing clothes and you bought some in the last year or so, you've contributed to this tax relief issue. So what they're allowing companies to do now is to go back, look at all those areas where they have paid taxes and recoup some of those taxes. And so I've got a company called Links that I work with, and I worked with them too when we. I don't know if some of you may remember ERC, Employment Tax Credit. Yeah, um, the credits that were offered, the funds that were offered during COVID because businesses were locked down. And so I work with this company and helping companies get some of those funds as well. Now, the same company, is one of the products they're offering is uh, uh, the tariff refund. And so it's basically a situation where reach out to me before I forget, reach out to me if you want more information on this, where you have to. And the company does most of the work. So basically, I'm looking for those people who are looking for part-time, full-time, or whatever, however you want to do it. There's no ceiling to the income opportunities that you can earn. So you go out and basically ask the business, did you pay tariff? They know what they've paid in terms of increase in the products and services that they provide, and what they had to add on to continue in business. So there's applications that they can take advantage of, that the government is saying, we're going to give you those refunds back. You have to register. We're going to give you those refunds back. Now, some of them are tariff refunds based on the current situation now, and some of them are refunds and information that was overlooked, and they may not know that they have some, not only the tariffs that's been implemented, but also some other funds and issues that could also be recovered. Basically, we got 5 areas that we can get taken care of. But your responsibility as my partner, as a sales rep, is to go out, talk to the company about their interest in retrieving these taxes. Once they get that done, You set up an interview with the company that I'm with, and and they take it over from there. So again, you see how easy that was? I go out, I've got time, go to a networking event or knock on doors, talk to some company that I may already know, and talk to them about whether they owe taxes or not, tariffs or not, whether they have added tariffs or not, and would they be interested in getting those funds back. And most of the time, the answer is yes, on some level, whether they're already done it or whether they're doing it now, or whether you can help them do that as well. So anyway, so reach out to me. Let me help. Give me some additional help, because I've got specific products that I'm working on, working hard on. AI is helping with some of those, but I can't do everything that I have on my plate, because they're starting to explode and offer some opportunities that I don't have time to reach out to all of them, and so I need that help. The other help I need would be in we're doing insurance. I don't know if you've ever heard of a 125 plan, cafeteria plan. Most large companies, even small companies, have these plans where they help with the insurance provisions of their employees. And employees contribute some, the company contributes some, and the government, from a tax perspective, helps them relieve that responsibility. I think I have a quick video that you can kind of get an idea of what's going on in this area. So.
Are you tired of dealing with the ever-increasing costs of medical insurance? Does the thought of seeing what your renewal premiums are going to be stress you out? Do you struggle with having to decide between whether to pay the increase and eat into the company's profits? Or even worse, remove benefits from your plan that your employees rely on and desperately need for their families? Just suppose you didn't have to make that hard decision anymore. Well, you don't. Look no further. Introducing Pulse365, a smarter benefit strategy. Give your employees and their families access to more benefits, zero cost for prescriptions, 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to telehealth right on their phone with zero copay, holistic health coaching, nutrition education, disease management, and more. All of your eligible employees get more take-home pay. Be the boss that figured out a way to give your employees a raise and more benefits. Take advantage of a section in the IRS code that allows you, the business owner, the ability to save thousands of tax dollars annually. Oh yeah, one last thing. What if you could do all of this without spending one penny out of your pocket? Does this sound too good to be true? Well, just suppose it isn't. Contact us for your no cost, no charge, and most importantly, no obligation free analysis today. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
You know, that video was more attuned to what the employer would see. But the issue is, again, is talking to the company about their current environment, or talking to an employee and have them introduce this additional capabilities or opportunities to their organization. What we found, based on the things that I'm presenting today, there are significant income opportunities to be presented. Like I mentioned tariffs earlier, hundreds of thousands of dollars are coming back to some of these companies, and the commission on those and the bonuses that are coming back are absolutely phenomenal. The commission on the insurance portion, and a lot of companies do have a cafeteria plan. Our cafeteria plan takes advantage of that same tax area, but we provide more services regarding the product that we offer. They can continue to use their current 125 cafeteria plan and just supplement it with our 125 cafeteria plan. And again, you see at the end of that presentation, it says no additional funds out of pocket. I want that to sink in. No additional funds out of pocket. And as a matter of fact, there's no additional funds out of pocket from the company, but the employee, because of the way that they do the taxes now, the employee ends up with an increase in take-home pay. That's awesome. They end up in having done nothing. The same amount of money that they're getting paid and the same amount of money that comes out to them has increased. And the company doesn't have to spend anything to allow this client, this employee to receive these additional benefits. And it's amazing because not only that, but our health plan is so phenomenal in everything that it takes care of. I mean, from the dental perspective and the regular medical perspective, they can pick up the phone and make a phone call, get a nurse assistant, somebody on the phone, and talk to them about their particular issue. If they need prescriptions taken care of, the doctor can prescribe a prescription and have it delivered to your pharmacy for pickup. So it makes it convenient and active. And not only that, but what we do as part of our plan too is that we have you go through a checkup every year to make sure that you're okay. It's an optional opportunity to find out what your health issue is, or if you have any health issues. And actually, not only in this insurance piece, but there's another piece that we work with as well in doctors' offices, where you'd go into a doctor's office and talk to them about earning additional income based on some evaluations that they do with their current clients and even possibly new clients. We put in a machine, no cost to the doctor, no cost to the patients, no cost to anyone. The patient has a test run, EKG type test, where they put the electrodes on the ankles and chest, that kind of thing, an EKG type test. And once that test is resolved, you find out everything that's going on from inside your body. Maybe you didn't even know, because maybe you're going to that doctor's office for XYZ reason, and this evaluation will look and say, well, hey, but you have some issues over here that you might want to start taking a look at. So the business bills the insurance company, the doctor's office earns income. We've made a patient happy because we've saved them from something that we didn't know about, and now they can resolve that and get it taken care of. So, I mean, these are exciting opportunities. It's just that I need the additional support and help in terms of growing these organizations, because the opportunity is there now. I mean, I've always been in a situation where I've had teams before, large teams before, but here in the last few years since COVID, I think I have been offering Plan B options. My company, VM Enterprise, was a B2B business offering technical services. And if I didn't have the technical resources in-house, I had relationships to bring to the table. COVID wiped that out. And so as I was going through that COVID process, still needing to earn income, I started pushing more on the Plan B options. And so that's why now some of those Plan B options are still coming to fruition, and they're just getting extremely economically viable for a lot more people. I'll put it like that. And so that's why I'm looking for help in those areas. And I've got a couple of other things, but the primary ones right now are the three we're talking about now: the tariff and the insurance. And actually, the insurance is called Pulse365 Wellness. The product that I'm talking about putting in the doctor's office is called Pulse for Pulse. So they're in the same category, so to speak, and you can get it through the same company. And also the same thing happens as you go out and you talk to a business about these opportunities, and you turn it over. You turn it over to a resource that goes in and does the interview, does the level of participation that a company is involved in. You get notified of the meeting that's being held. You get notified of any agreements that have been signed, and you can continue with the training because we do the webinars as well. And so basically what I'm saying is you go out and find the opportunity, and you've got a whole support team behind you to help you bring that opportunity to fruition. Same thing with the tariff. You go out and find the opportunity, bring it back to the table, and you've got a whole infrastructure, a whole company with resources back there to help you close that business. So I guess what I'm saying too is that you don't have to be an expert in these areas. Obviously, I can't be an expert in all the areas, and some of the things that I have done, and some of the things that I am still doing, and I'm loving what I'm doing. So and I don't want to give up these other opportunities without sharing them with anybody else who may be in a mode or in ready to take on that opportunity to do it either part time or full time. The other project I'll talk about, like I said, I've been with this one for the longest, and that's Legal Shield. And you've probably be aware of Legal Shield. It's been around for years, and so I've got an introduction. And let's talk about some of the sales and things that are going on. I think I got a video back there that'll work as well.
Dude, you guys know who this cat is? Dude, this guy, he might look all conservative, white, Anglo-Saxon conservative. This guy's a freaking hitter, okay? Hitter in the house. Hey, welcome to Network Marketing Mogul. I have a show for you. First of all, let me tell you why I'm doing this show. My name's Grant Cardone, and I am not in network marketing, but I have always loved the concept. I've loved the possibilities, the opportunity. And I'm doing this show because you have asked me, hey, Grant, do you believe in network marketing, multi-level marketing? Do you like it? What company should I be in? I tell you what, everybody, I believe this, everybody should be involved in network marketing for three reasons. Number one, the people, not the product and not the opportunity to make money. It's people, man. Look, if you don't connect with people, you're never going to have money anyway. It doesn't matter. Nobody's ever made money from their closet. So number one, you want to be around people, and the people that you're going to be around are interested in improving themselves, self-improvement, self-enhancement. That by itself is the biggest wealth opportunity to me in network marketing. The second and third reasons are the ones you hear about all the time. Unbelievable products. Companies like Janess and Nerium and Legal Shield offer products that you're not going to get in a grocery store. The stuff that's sitting on a shelf in a grocery store, for the most part, if it's in a box, it's a piece of garbage. So the products are awesome. And third is the opportunity. Today I have, because I'm not an expert on network marketing, but I know when something's right, Brian Carruthers, this guy, I mean, I can't even tell you 400,000 distributors, not distributors, what do they call it? Distributors?
Associates.
In Legal Shield. He is the founder of Legal Shield.
Nope.
No?
Got involved after his 27 years in business already. So.
Legal Shield was in business 27 years. He comes along. He brings in 400,000 distributors responsible for 1.5 million customers. I'm not going to even tell you how much money this cat is responsible for, but it is a lot of money. But really today, I want to talk about the business, the network, the opportunity, what you know. He's written 3 books. The first book he wrote was Making My First 10 Million. Where can people get this book?
MakingMyFirst10million.com.
Good. Can you read that? This is for all the illiterates out there that follow me, okay? You can't read, you hate to read, you don't have time to read, you can read this, all right? I'm reading this tonight. Building an Empire, okay, network marketing business. Where can they find this?
BuildingAnEmpireBook.com.
Bang! This guy actually calls the website the name of the book. And the book that you want, that I want you to get right now, okay, because me and Brian have a tremendous passion about people getting their money right, is Money Mindset. And you wrote this book because?
A lot of people that get involved in network marketing with the intent to make extra money to make their life better, unfortunately, at the end of the year, their life is no better because they're spending all the money they're making.
And I'm telling you, I know legit people when I meet them. This cat sat in my office. Brian sits there and says, look, I really, I'm not interested in selling a bunch of books, but I am interested in helping a lot of people. That's why I'm here. And most importantly, he said, there's too many people get in network marketing, do well, 6 months later, they're broke again. How many times have you seen that happen?
Thousands.
Why is it happening?
I think network marketing attracts a lottery mentality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm not saying that everybody has a lottery mentality, meaning they want something for nothing, but they see network marketing as an easier, better way to make a living.
Yeah.
And when they start making the money, they think that it will never end. Like
yeah, but
the
do you
faucet
think
will never-
why do you think that? Why do you think that's about network marketing? Because I mean, I don't know what the failure rate is, but I know it can't be higher than the NFL, which has a 72% bankruptcy rate after 2 years of retirement.
I think a lot
And
of
I got a better chance of being a network marketer than I do a football player.
I do too.
Right?
Right. I think it really comes down to when you get involved in one of these opportunity presentations, you see all the success that's paraded in front of you. And these are average people that you say, I can do what that person's doing.
Yeah.
You feel like I can do this. So
Right,
they have the
right,
belief
right.
that they can do it, which you need the belief to succeed in this business. And then they go out and start making money. But when you start, making an extra $5,000 a month in network marketing, or you take it to $10,000 or $20,000 a month, you think that this is never going to end. Like an athlete thinks they're never going to have a knee problem.
Right.
And the challenge is the company that they're with might have some problems.
Right.
They might lose some of their leaders. Something might happen.
Well, dude, I was in New Skin. I joined New Skin when I was, I guess, 27 or 28 years old. Let me see. Probably 29, 30 years old, maybe 31 years old. Signed up 200 people in a month or 45 days. It was unbelievable. And then the FDA hit them.
Mm-hmm.
I was all excited, and then I got scared. So the window closes for all of them or just some of them?
No, New Skin's still doing very, very well.
Yeah.
Publicly traded.
If I'd have stayed
great.
with it, I'd be making so much money today.
That's a big lesson. Stay with what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
Some people, the first thing that comes along and it knocks them off. Well, you got to stay with it. I've been with my same company now for 17 years. We went through short attacks. We've been through a lot of things.
Because is it true that anytime they get really successful, sooner or later they're going to get the attention of the who is it? Not the FDA, but
the FTC.
FTC,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Federal Trade Commission.
Right.
So because probably they're getting some people that quit the company and then said, "Man, I want my money back."
Well, you have some people that go out there and start showing checks or making enticement promises. Hey, if you get started, you're going to be making $10,000 a month. So there's a lot of false expectations that are set in people's minds because people are they're desperately trying to recruit people. And that's one of the main things I want to do is help people recruit people the right way with the right intentions, knowing that you have to work. Take your book, 10X, the 10X rule. You got to be willing to do the work.
You got to be willing to do the work. Stay with what you're dealing with. I mean, in terms of being part-time, full-time, or overtime. Like I said, I've been with Legal Shield for over 10 years, and some of the other companies, Pulse, I've been with a couple of years. Tarriff, the refund project itself is brand new. So that just started. So there's an opportunity to get on the front end of that one and earn some significant income. For those of you who don't know what Legal Shield does, I wanted you to see Brian because he's one of the highest paid reps in Legal Shield. And like I say, he's been there a while. There's 400,000 customers that he's been dealing with, that he's accumulated over the years. And again, I'm about having companies do a lot of the work, most of it if possible. But the training is there, the opportunity is there to specialize in different areas. And then there's a corporate trip once a year that you can go to back to Ada if you want, or they got other places that you can go for 100% clubs or gatherings, conventions that they do. And the same thing with Link. Haven't been to the Pulse Insurance Convention yet, but I have been with the company who's doing the tariffs. I have been to a convention with them, actually here in Las Vegas, actually. But let me tell you what Legal Shield does, basically. Legal Shield provides affordable legal services for small businesses and families. This is an opportunity that allows you to help connect people with valuable legal protection at a reasonable cost, and training and support are provided. I focus mostly on businesses because businesses. And then if you go to a business, you talk to them about that, they like the services, and then they talk about ID Shield, where you can protect your credit card, protect your identity, all those things. And then they get some of the other family members involved. You get your wills done, you get some other things done. But again, there's opportunities out there. You just have to know where to look. And again, if you're interested in an opportunity, part-time, full-time, or sometime, reach out to me, see if we can put something together, and let me run you through some opportunities to see which ones that you feel best with. And let's get together. I'd love to have you as part of my partner organization. I'd love to talk to folks as well, so we can let's make some money together. So with that being said, I'd like to say, as I always do, continue to be blessed, and let you know also, if you hang out with me, the best is yet to come. Be blessed now. Take care. Bye-bye.
PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.